What's going up, everybody? How's everybody doing? Welcome to Entanglement Views on Relationship. Yours truly, Will I Am, and Michelle. How you doing, Michelle?
I'm doing fine. How are you?
Doing great, doing great. Got a new thing we
Good.
get ready to discuss. About all about relationship, guys. So this is gonna get really hot and heavy. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully you guys are be able to relate to a lot of these topics and do some comments and all that good stuff. Um, let's hit the ground running. Let's go ahead to hit the ground running. And let's go with the first
Absolutely.
one. What do you
Here we
look
go.
for in a partner?
What do I look for in a partner?
What do you look for in a partner? And I'll go ahead. We'll go. We'll go back and forth and all that kind of stuff like that.
Okay.
Engage
Okay.
engagement type stuff. So, what do you look for in a partner?
Definitely have to be a provider. Smart, ambitious is the main things for me. You?
To me, definitely got to be smart. Got to be witty. Got to got to know your stuff. I'm at the age that I no need to dumb it down. I like to have intellectual conversations, but also have fun with it too. So we ain't got to be totally book smart, but I don't want to talk about stuff that you can't relate to and deal with either. Um, Looking for a partner. So to me, intelligence, uh, looks. You got to be attracted to the person. I mean,
Every time they have to be attractive?
you have to be. I have to be attracted. I'm not. I'm probably not going to approach you if I'm not attractive to you.
Okay, okay,
Right,
okay, okay.
right. So that attraction could be many things, right? The attraction could be like we could be at a bar and sitting down talking, and I'm hearing you talking, your personality comes out, right? It ain't all about
Mm-hmm.
just like looks, right? That kind of stuff like
Right.
that. So yeah, I have to be attracted to you on many levels, not about just looks. Also, this your thoughts and views on life in general. We got to be able to. Um, what's your vision? There's a lot of people out there
Right,
that
right.
when you talk to, what don't have no vision. Like at that age, that what do you mean you don't have that vision? That kind of stuff
Definitely
like
have to
that.
have the same goals and attributes because if not, then you'd be wasting your time, especially at our age. You know what I mean? Like you don't want to wait at this point. There's no time to be playing games.
Right, right,
Like yeah, so
right.
I get that.
But you list several things, right? What if they check two out of the three? Is it a and we'll give some deal breakers, but you're not interested in that. You know what I'm saying? That kind of stuff like that.
But that's where the deal breakers come in. So there's certain things that you look for, then you have the rules where you have deal breakers. Like
Right.
those deal breakers is like nothing's gonna come between them. So I guess you have to just weigh that out. Like if they have something like all the qualities, but then they have your deal
This
breaker,
is
then it's not gonna work.
this is going to get them in the door. This is going to get them to be able to talk to Michelle. Right.
Right, right, right.
Okay. Got you.
But as
Uh,
soon as I hear a deal breaker, I'm cutting it
you're
loose.
done. You're done. Yeah. Ain't
No
nothing wrong with that.
compromising. No compromising.
Yeah. Yeah. That's kind of bad with that. All that kind of stuff like that. And you did hit something. And we'll do spin-offs on certain things. Like so, the things that you listed, very important to you, just like very important to me. And then you meet people. Can you weed it out when they look like they qualify, but all of a sudden they don't because maybe they just told you some bullshit. Maybe they just told you some shit that you wanted to hear, right? And you
Hmm.
like, okay, and then it becomes superficial. See, that's the whole thing to me. Nobody's got time for superficial relationships.
Yeah, but when do you know unless you give it a try, right? Because there's no way of knowing. There's like no way of
But
knowing.
that
You
goes
just
back
have
to
to
your
take
deal
that
breaker though,
chance.
right? That goes back to like the deal breakers in a little sense though,
But then,
right?
but once the deal breaker comes in, that's when you cut it off. But there's no way of knowing unless you try it out. Oh,
Hmm.
or unless you get that. If you get a feeling, then I feel like you should walk away too, because 9 times out of 10, that feeling is right.
Okay, okay, understand. But
Hmm.
give it a chance. We're talking about phone calls. We're talking about conversations.
Yeah,
Are we talking about dating? Are we talking about a lunch date, a coffee
a
date?
lunch date, a dinner date, but I don't suggest you be intimate. I do feel like you have to wait to be intimate.
Okay, okay. I got you. I got you. That's all good. That makes sense.
Hmm.
Let's see. Let's hopefully we can get this. Let's go to dating. Let's do this, and we'll backtrack a little bit. But let's go to dating. What are some? Let me get this. What are some of the questions you should ask on a first date?
Oh wow.
Mm. And we can go back and forth on this one. That's not a problem.
Okay.
Have you ever been married? I need to know
Definitely.
that.
I would. Oh, have you ever been married?
Yeah,
Why do you feel like you need to know that question?
I need to know. I need to know all parties involved.
Okay.
Some people out there don't even though you divorce them don't let up. You just because you have children with somebody, you may not have children with the person you divorced, but they still feel like a sense of ownership, which is wrong. But I mean, it is what it is. So I want to know if you've been married before. That's one of the ones for me, without a
I didn't
doubt.
even
I
think
didn't
to
say I
ask.
didn't say it was a deal breaker, but I want to know.
Hmm.
I mean, I'm at the age that hell yeah, most likely any woman I have, it's a chance they have been married. It's a chance, you know.
Okay, so if they were, then what? But if they weren't, what kind of questions are you asking after that? What pops into your mind, especially if she hasn't been married, or if she has been married?
Do you have any children? I'm going down. I'm going down. I want to know if like okay, so you haven't been married. That's cool. Do you have any children? How active is the pops? I think it's very
Okay,
crucial.
so what if they haven't been married, they haven't had kids? Is that a red flag in itself too, or what?
Not to me. No, when
Okay.
people say that, be like, but she must be something's wrong with her. No, I don't mean nothing wrong with her. I mean, we all walk differently. We all have a different journal. I mean, a journey.
Right.
So basically, just because you may have, waited a little longer, don't mean that you're like damaged good, you toxic or whatever. That kind of stuff like that. No, no, not to me. What are you asking? Give me a question. What are you asking people?
The same questions are you married? Have you ever been married? Are you dating? Okay.
Those are
And then
three
after
good
that, we're
ones.
going to the kids question.
Those
Okay. Because with the kid question, you got kids. Okay. How old are they?
yes, yes, yes.
If they're under 18, I can't do it.
Hmm.
If they're under 18, they have to be 17 and a half going out.
Oh wow.
Because I'm not compromising time. I'm not compromising money. I'm not compromising. Nope.
Okay. So
I'm not sharing parenting time.
okay, okay. I love those questions because, like you said, like, are you currently married? That's number one. Let's get that out the box. They not have you ever been married? You can say yes, and then you are still currently married. I love that. Whatever that. But let's go to the age of the kids real quick. So if a guy has a kid that's 10 years old, 13, and they take care of them and don't ask you to take care of them, you dropping? Wow.
Absolutely.
Wow, he could be
Absolutely.
dead of the year and does not want you to even. All you gotta do is say, "Hey, how you doing?" I'm not putting them. You ain't got to babysit. You ain't got to do stuff for them. Wow,
Mm-mm.
that's deep, Michelle. That's deep. So
No.
they, well, we know what one of your deal breakers are, right there. That is amazing. All right, another question. Let me see. Another question. Do you have a job? I need to know that.
Mm-hmm.
I need to know if you. I'm not asking for your resume. I'm not asking for employment. I just want to know what you're doing. What you're doing like now. You know what I'm saying? What's the deal? I don't care what it is. I just want to know what you're doing. I need to know if you're working. And hell, you might be on disability. I don't know. I hope not. But what you doing? I need to know that. Are you just sitting at the home? And maybe you sitting because
Right.
if you're sitting at home raising kids, that means you got some kind of source coming in. And who's that
Mm-hmm.
coming from?
Mm-hmm. I think another good question that I ask is, what is your goals? Because at our age, what are your goals from the next 5, 10 years? Are you retiring? Do you plan on traveling?
Mm,
Are you retiring and plan on staying in this same city? I need to know what your goals are going to be, so my goals are going to align with yours. Because if I plan on traveling or living in another
yes.
country, it's not going to work. Because we're at that retirement. We're about, retirement
Why
type
you try?
age, and
Why you try?
it's different.
Why you try to steal one of mine? Because I was gonna say, do you have a passport? I didn't know if you ready to rock and roll. Can we go somewhere? Do we have to stay in the states? I want to know. Can we go somewhere if we need to go somewhere? I like to
And
travel.
that's where it goes into, because if you got kids under 18, I know you ain't doing that.
Unless you making that bread. If you making that bread, you can travel though.
Yeah, but he might have to. His parenting time might have to happen on that weekend, and he can't go. And I ain't trying to take them kids.
But you can schedule around it, right? Right?
Well, we'll see. Yeah, we can, but we'll see.
Come on, come on, come on. I
We'll
do love
see.
that. I love that. Also, let's see. What's another question? First date. Um, my thing is like this your interest. I do. You know, I'm heavy into uh sports. I got a sports network, so I want to know like what is your interest, and it could be. It don't have to be sports related. To me, that's the great thing. Uh, I don't want to talk about sports 24/7 with you.
Hmm.
Now, do I want your support? Hell yeah, I want your support. That support doesn't look like the same. The support that people might think that I want because all the shows I do and have done and all this kind of stuff, you need to. No, you don't have to watch everything and all that kind of stuff. To me, you know, show interest, that type of stuff. But I don't want to come to your house or talk on the phone 24/7. Now, I might talk to you about business, the business aspect of it. This is to get your
Hmm.
opinion. Get your
Right.
opinion and see what's going on, what you think. Because first of all, if I'm sharing that with you, then I know that you smart enough to go ahead and rock and roll with me. Because
Hmm.
there's many people who I know that I don't share that with. You can say pillow
Hmm.
talk or whatever, but if I need to know that, you know, what's your interest? And
Yeah.
that does not have to align with the sports thing. But I like to travel. I like to do all that good stuff. Eateries, my thing like that. But I don't need you to like feel that you have to do that because
But but
it's a
I
break for
but I
me.
do. Yeah, but I do feel like this age, you want to enjoy your last few years in your life, and if you guys are,
Michelle,
I
you
know they
killing
say
us?
opposites
Are you
attract,
killing
but
us?
huh?
Are you killing us off?
Who?
You said the last years of our lives. Are you killing us off, Michelle? Damn, what's going on?
But time be going by fast. You see, 2026 is about to
Yeah,
be here. I'm trying to have fun. If you ain't trying to do the same hobbies as me, what are you here for?
yeah, yeah.
What are you here for? I'm trying to enjoy my precious years. If you ain't trying to be in Costa Rica with me, if you ain't
Woo!
going to these eating places with me, if we ain't going to the library, if we ain't got the same interests, I don't want to be with you
You said
either.
a library?
Yeah, I like going to the library,
What are you doing at the
bookstore.
library? What is that? You
I be
reading?
reading books,
Okay,
getting my
okay.
magazines. I'll spend like 2 hours in Books a Millions or Barnes and Nobles.
You ain't just looking at the ebony and shit, are you?
No,
Okay, okay.
no.
This is checking.
Oh my
All
God.
right, so give me one more. Give me one more question.
One more question. I can't really think of one because really those are the main key ones because That's gonna tell me my deal breakers.
Okay, okay, got you, got you. Let me see if I can muster up something. Because like I said, the interest that's vital because you got a lot of people. It's not funny, but you that's definitely not funny when you deal with people our age. You know, when you mature, let's say mature people, y'all can take it however y'all want to. It, you can expect that some kind of trauma maybe happened in their lives, and
Right.
they're not the same as they were in their 20s. You know, early 30s. Let's be real. So you have to be able to adapt to that, right? So my set is not really a question because I'm not going to go in there like a social worker and ask this kind of stuff. But you need to really fill out that person to see what's going on. Have deep conversations. And so the
Mhm.
thing about it is that that person that you're trying to talk to and all that kind of stuff, can they hold a conversation and be able to talk about? One of the things I love what I do on my other stuff is that I allow you to tell me your journey. If you
Mhm.
meet a person that cannot tell their journey, to me, it's a red flag. Not saying at the beginning, it ain't about at the beginning, right? So these are conversations, these are phone calls, this is whatever. Eventually, hopefully, you have earned that trust where you can know about them and see what's going
Mhm.
on. Because that little picket fence that everybody was taught with growing up, get married, picket fence, and two, three kids and all that kind of stuff. You got the plan B now. At a certain age, it's
Mhm.
plan B. You can still enjoy
Right.
life and still be married and enjoy everything, but it's not
Mhm.
always in your 20s like everybody try to say it. So my thing is not so much a question like you have to be have patience enough because everybody's different and
Right.
everybody has walked through a different part of life on that, and that's just real on it. All right, let's go, Michelle. Here you go. I
Hmm.
meant to put this on it before. What are your deal breakers? Let's go.
Deal breakers.
This is kind of tough though. It's not tough, but it is. It might be a million. Let's see. Deal
Just
breaker.
the kid thing. The kid thing's a deal breaker for me.
Yeah, that's you got that. You got the flag. You got the red flag, and you flowing it out.
Mhm.
Wow. Mm. You know what? It's funny because I get what you're saying. To me, I'll do this way. I'll do this way. If you have kids, I'd rather you have younger kids. This is for me because teenagers,
Mm.
17, 16, and you just now meeting them, that's kind of hard on a brother because they already set in stone. They might be already mad. They pops already done been in their ear. They already got different views. The YNs maybe have settled in. All that kind of stuff. Like that's a different battle because they think they grown. And so now you're hoping that Mom Dukes has control of her kids. Because if she does not have control of their kids, that relationship is not gonna work. And when I
It's
mean
not.
control, when I mean
Yep.
control, and I'm gonna say this. When I mean control, guys out there, this is what I mean. Respect. You have to respect your mother, respect whoever, or your pops on the
Yep.
versal end, that when they in a relationship or meet new people, you have to respect that. And there's plenty of
Yes.
people out there that's not respecting that. So to me personally, I don't mind, and I know what you said, but I don't mind it because still they listen to mom and impressionable, all that kind of stuff. And I know some teenagers that has
Mhm.
been taught well and well, you know what I'm saying, with their parents. But that's kind of deal breaker to me. You, I, I'd rather date somebody or be with somebody who has the younger generation than the older one, because then I don't know what's going on. And that's
Okay.
one of my deal breakers. What you got? I know you got more than this a
Um,
child.
we have to have the same goals. Our goals, the 5, 10 year goal has to be exactly the same
Oh
because I don't want to
wow!
have to
Did
compromise.
you just use the 510? Oh wow! Okay. Okay, okay. Yeah, you business. I like that. Michelle's business, guys. She ain't playing 510.
I'm not 5, 10. I
510.
need to know: are you retiring? Are you gonna
Okay,
still be working? If you working, do you have a remote job? If you are working, does your work travel so we can just travel with your job?
okay, 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 okay.
So
No, no, no. That's yeah. Deal breakers if you're not working. You're not working. That's the. I mean, I'm sorry. It is at this time, and I'm not saying that for like. I need you to do things. I just need you. Like be active, baby. I mean, you can be active, volunteer, and all that kind of stuff. But
hmm
my thing is, if you're trying to unify together, then we got to be unifying together. And your money's
right.
your money. I understand that. That's cool, but it got to be doing something. To
I
me,
agree.
that's a deal breaker. Deal
hmm
breaker also, and I'm sorry, I'm gonna rock and roll with this. Deal breaker is transportation. It's transportation. Michelle is. Come on, Michelle. And I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why. I'm
Okay.
gonna tell you why. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna tell you why.
Well, then you had to pick up all the stuff that you so traumatized.
no, no, I'm just
Okay, let
saying.
me know.
Okay, no, no, no. I'm saying we. If we keep saying we're grown out of it, everybody know we're grown. They see my gray. We're grown, but I need to know. Like it's different. Like if we're together and your stuff break down, then I ain't got a problem. Like, you got my car. You know what I'm saying? We gonna have cars.
hmm
We do what we got to do. But if you coming to the thing on a bus, this you Ubering together 24/7. Nah, I got issue with that, babe. I don't know. Maybe it's deeper than that. Maybe you done had 20 DUIs and you can't have a license, right? Maybe you know
Right.
what I'm saying, did some shit that you ain't supposed to do. I need to know this. So transportation, definitely. You know,
Okay.
I don't want to
Okay.
hear for 3 months I'm working on it. My car's at the shop. No, baby, your car is not existing anymore.
Mhm.
Transportation, yeah, because it may be times, Michelle, that I'm working, you working, we need to meet somewhere. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Maybe I can't pick you up. Maybe it's
Right.
common sense is to go ahead and meet and whatever. Now, we traveling, we doing airplane stuff, unless it's like, a quick getaway. You know what I'm saying? That kind of stuff that's different. But now you're gonna have to have some wheels or something. And I ain't talking about no
Right.
bike. I ain't talking about no bike. I ain't talking about bike. Why you acting like that?
Goodness.
You,
I didn't even think about that. Well, hell yeah. Shit. That's mine too. We got to get in the car and go somewhere. I like to eat fancy.
uh-oh. Ooh. Ooh.
Okay.
Oh, what's the oh now this is the little peel off
Mm.
deal breakers, right? So you meet a guy, first date. What is your expectation of that date as far as restaurant?
What do you mean?
Meaning the caliber. Like what is it? Is it a certain kind of restaurant you're going? You say you like does it matter what restaurant you go to? It
Mm-mm.
don't.
It don't matter. Mm-mm.
Okay. 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 All right.
Yeah.
Cool. Cool. Cool.
Yeah. We can go to the coffee shop. We can go get ice cream.
Okay.
We can go to Cheesecake Factory. We can go to Applebee's. We can go anywhere. I don't
What?
care. We can go anywhere.
Ah.
We'll work our way to Charlie's and Burns Steakhouse. We gonna work our way there, but I'm gonna give you a break because
Okay.
my dining is ding 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 ding
Okay.
ding.
Okay.
I ain't
So
playing with
so
nobody.
so the first month is acceptable to low. Okay, I got you. Old
Yeah,
Charlie.
cause
Don't go to Old Charlie's now. Old Charlie's. Did you say You say Applebee's? Applebee's still.
Applebee's, yeah.
So they got Applebee's where you at?
Yeah.
And I know they're probably way better than where I'm at because
Yeah, the Applebee's are, it's not
yeah,
like,
because
yeah.
when I go out of town, the
Hmm.
Applebee's and the stuff's totally different. Totally
It
different.
is different. Like the Applebee's here, they close and they turn into clubs and
Yes,
everything.
yes, yes. And
Hmm.
you're getting service, good to great service. So now I got you. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Yeah. Okay, okay,
Hmm.
cool, cool. But yeah, I heard her. She said that's just the beginning. We ain't trying to do all that. Like we gonna work our way up.
But, it just depends. But I will say, I'm not going to, this might sound bad, but I'm not going to date nobody that's not as successful as me either.
Ooh, this ain't a question, but let's get into that. What's going on? What
I
is
wouldn't.
successful? What is successful to you? As far as what you're
Somebody,
go ahead.
so somebody that's making the same amount of money as me.
Ooh. Maybe they're in a different state though, Michelle. Maybe they do the same thing you do and they don't make that money.
I can do it. I can move around a little bit. I can move around a little bit, but that's just what I'm.
But maybe this guy makes let's say $20,000 less than you. Let's say this, okay?
Okay.
But he can still take care of you because he ain't got no extra baggage. He don't have no debt. Y'all can still travel. Y'all can still go to the fine dining. Does he get penalized?
No, I just feel like everything's situational. So, like, how old is he? Is he already retired? How much money is he still bringing in? Because, like, I just don't want to worry about money.
Right, right, right.
I don't want to worry about
So the sugar
what.
daddy's gonna. Hey, the sugar daddy's gonna need about 250 G's in your bank account. Go ahead. The sugar
No,
daddies.
I just,
No, no, no. I get it.
I just, I'm not, I'm not gonna date. I'm not gonna date a janitor.
Oh no, no, no,
I'm
no, no,
not
no, no,
gonna.
no, no.
I'm not gonna date. I want at least somebody that has a nice career.
Okay, gotcha. And it's been doing it for a while. That has a career. See,
That's
people that
consistent because
yes,
somebody can have a job
yes,
but keep switching job because he can't hold the job.
gotcha,
So somebody like I would be with a teacher. He got consistent income. He
gotcha.
has a career. So yeah. Mhm.
Okay, nah, that means that makes a difference because people don't know this because you get a job as a job. Like what we talking about is career stuff. So
Driven. I need somebody who's going to be driven.
yes, yes. Now I got
Mhm.
you. I got you. Deal breaker. Let's see. Let me see if I can muster up enough. Not willing to come out the house. I want to do things. Now I am a creative guy, and I can make concrete talk. I can do a lot of stuff. I can in the crib. I can make it fun. I can do all this stuff. But we got to go out. We got to live. What's that look
Mhm.
like? That can be trips. That could be restaurants. That can be the clubs. And when I mean clubs, I ain't talking about going out hanging to 24 hours a day, but I'm talking about, you know what I'm saying? Like we can go to sports bars and different clubs, eat, have fun, listen to music, live music. I love live music. That's dope.
Mhm.
Like doing things like that. That's dope to me, right? So my
Mhm.
thing is to be willing to do that because, like I said, when I go back to that, a lot of people that in the age range, certain age ranges, done live through different things, and they maybe don't feel comfortable going out anymore. They may want
Right.
to
Right.
stay
Right. Right.
in, right?
Right. Oh yeah. Definitely.
That to me, that's the deal. We need to do more than just look at the four walls. I mean, I can cook. I'm gonna cook
Mhm.
after the show. I'm gonna rock and roll. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get on the grill. 100 degrees weather at a little, but but
Oh
let's do
man.
some things. Let's do some things and
Right.
live. And that's the thing. Let's
Yep.
live.
Mm-hmm.
Any more deal breakers for you? Because your laundry list is something special.
No, I'm
Oh,
good.
okay, all right. Let's go this way. And this is really for a lot of my sports people too. How do you deal with a partner who is more famous than you? And we can make it. We can flip it like this. Not even just more famous, make more money than you. Let's do it that way. How do you deal with a partner who? And a lot of the men. This is for men because some men do not like at all if they lady is making more money than them, more successful than them, all this kind of stuff, right? Period.
Right.
And you have certain like I said, I bring the athletes things with that. Like you know, Sierra's more famous than Russell Wilson. Russell make bank. He done made many banks, but who's more known is Sierra, right? How do you deal? Like, can you deal, Michelle, with somebody not even more famous than you, but make more money than you? Are you happy with that? You don't give a shit.
I I I can because I'm a woman. That's why I said I would never be with a man that makes less than me because I feel like it causes issues. I feel like it makes a man insecure. It makes them like not as supportive as they should. So
Guys,
I would
guys,
definitely date somebody that makes more money. But I don't think men take it too well because I just heard a podcast where Nick Cannon was talking about his marriage to Mariah. And one of the things he said is he didn't like the fact that once he married Mariah, he lost his identity. It
yeah.
was no longer, and I feel like some men can feel that way. Like once you marry somebody in a higher caliber, or you feel like less of a man, less alpha, so it makes you insecure. And I know with men, they need to feel manly. They need to feel like
Masculine,
a
masculine.
provider. Masculine, yeah, they need
Uh,
to, feel like that. And some men can.
Michelle, I'm gonna go ahead and block when I do the editing. If I do any editing, I like it being raw, but I probably block this shit out because you just killed all the. I mean, all the ones who thought they had a chance, you just killed that. Because when you talk about how to make more money and all this kind of stuff, like for real, it is what it is. No, I'm with you. Um, I don't know, man. When you're in that life, as far as with the Nick Cannons and stuff, he makes so much money. But his ain't about money because he make just as much. But everybody knows Mariah. That's totally different. Can you be that second filler in the relationship, especially with you date or you marry somebody and they well known? Can you survive that? That's got to play on your ego. We seen it. We seen it with Keisha Cole and Booby Miller. You know what I'm saying? He couldn't take like different things happen. And I ain't saying like who's got the most money, but who's more successful in people's eyes, who's well
Yeah.
recognized.
Yeah. Mhm.
To me, baby, long we bring home the bacon, I don't care about that. My thing, I don't care. Like I can make more money than you, and you can be more famous than me. I wouldn't care. Nah, it's not.
Right.
That's not why we together. You know what I'm saying? Now you
I
do
think
have
it
some
deals with
people.
a man's
Go ahead.
ego, his ego.
Definitely, definitely,
Definitely the ego. Yeah. So.
yeah. And I mean, like not everybody's dating celebrities and different stuff like that. And so we scraping them off. But you meet people who make more money than you, who's more successful. Can you deal with that? And can they deal with you not being successful or making more money or equal than them? That's a whole different ball of wax. It is. It's
Mhm.
tough. But my thing is, I still believe in Michelle. I still believe in the little engine that could. Now, I'm not saying being with somebody who makes $10,000 a year. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that because you will never go to the places you want to go to eat. You'll be going to freaking White Castles all the time. I'm not saying that, but
Mhm.
and I get it. I get it. And I get it. That's why I love this show, Entanglement, Views on Relationships, because everybody comes from different thoughts and views on this. So I love that. But no, to me, it just depends. Like for real, like I wouldn't care about that because I'm very confident in myself,
Mhm.
extremely confident in myself. Uh,
Okay.
and I don't care about that. My significant other,
Mhm.
wife, girlfriend can make more. You know what I'm saying? But she's gonna know my value.
Right.
My
Right. Right.
value is ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? I'm not scared to cook and clean, all that stuff. Take care of you, massages, everything you need. I got you. That's cool,
Mhm.
and still making money. That's cool. So
Mhm.
I'm not worried about that. My self worth, she gonna know it and be happy
Mhm.
about that. So
Right.
self worth is key. Last but not least, what
What's
age
the
is
last
too
question?
old to have a baby?
What happened?
What age is too old to have a baby?
Ain't no age.
Mm.
Ain't no
You
age.
drop it at 70? You drop it at 70 if you could?
Didn't Sarah do it or something in the
Yes!
Bible?
Yes! Yes!
I feel like if you are still eating right, exercising, moving your body, you can have a baby at any age.
You be comfortable
It's
in
what
it.
you
Hold on. You would be comfortable any age. Let me ask you that.
to a certain degree.
What's the degree?
I, I wouldn't have a baby after 50.
Okay. Okay. Cool. 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 But if you could, not you, but I know what you're saying. Like, if anybody, if you could, you could. You're being blessed, whatever. If that's what you're trying to do, that kind of stuff like
Mhm.
that. And to me,
Mhm.
this is not even a man's question to me because if we can shoot it up, cowboy style,
Mhm.
for our
Mhm.
wife or for our girlfriend or significant other, we'll do that. It make no difference.
Right.
Like it's not an age; it's like what you want. Because
Mhm.
women has to deal with that. We have to be supportive and we have to rock and roll with them. And to me, whatever you want, right? And I know
Right.
I got
Mhm.
friends. I have friends. I probably shouldn't be saying this, but I got friends that that had the surgery and everything, right? I haven't had that, and I'm not gonna have that. You know what I'm saying? But like, if I did
Mhm.
have that, and I met somebody who wants a child, hey, I'm there. I have no biological, so I have a child that who I've been raised and helped raise. You know what I'm saying? And that's my baby girl, but I don't have no biological. So yeah, if I met
Mhm.
somebody who was like, "Hey, come on, dude, come on, Big Willie, let's go," it is what it is. It is what it is.
Right.
Because
Right. Right.
I mean, who doesn't want that though? That's part of you. And I understand financial. Like I said, I'm a different breed. I don't have a biological, and I know some people out there that have some, and they resistance. I'm done. But what if you get in a new relationship
Right. Right. Right.
and
Right.
you meet
Right.
somebody who
So
who
that's
wants
another
that?
deal breaker. Let's get into this deal breaker.
Go
I
ahead.
would not be with nobody who don't want to have kids, and I
Mm,
want kids. Like if I ask you like, hey, do you want more kids or and I want more kids and they say no, that's automatically I'm not seeing you again.
no,
We can pay
no.
separate checks at that point. Mm-mm.
Okay. No, 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 that's deep. No, that's deep because that goes back to what we talked about, Michelle. Right? Like the questions. That's part of the question. Do you want more kids?
Right.
Or do you
Do you
want
want
any
more kids?
kids? And if you
Mm-hmm.
don't, that's definitely like, that's that look,
You
look,
cannot change nobody's mind.
you can't.
You can't. Either they want kids or they don't. If not, then there's no gray area to that. Because
You're right.
even if
You're right.
you do have a kid with it and they don't, it becomes toxic then.
Right. Right. Right.
So
That's crucial. That no, that's crucial. And my whole thing is that if you come to me and you say that, then it's like I said, to me, it's like it's not about me because it's about me if I had surgical procedures or if I had
mhm.
some kids, and it's a thought process with that. no
Right.
biological. So I'm down. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody my age is down with that. Like I said, I got friends, family people who whatever, and it is. It is what it is. But no, that is a big time deal breaker for people. See, me as a man, I can like you don't want like I do. You know what I'm saying? I would
Mhm.
love my blood pumping through.
Mhm. Mhm.
Not gonna
It's
lie.
important.
Not
Yeah.
gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? Not gonna lie. Being that I lost my father going on 5 years. You know what I'm saying? So that Woods name is not carried. Felt
Right.
felt somewhat like a failure.
Mhm. Mhm.
Had
I feel
opportunities,
like
different
that's
things.
important.
So
Mhm. Absolutely. Yep.
yeah, yeah. So that's something. So like I said, I put it on like if the woman don't want it, then they don't want it. It is what it is. But then it's up to you to have those conversations, important conversations, to rock and
Mhm.
roll with that. So now I got you
Yep.
without that. All right, Michelle, entanglement, views on relationships. Guys, we're gonna be coming back with more, and we're gonna be. I'm gonna try to convince Michelle. Y'all know how I am. I like to do live stuff, and I know it's gonna bang because this is two people on her, and we producer Yashira Barnes on this with us too, big time.
Right.
But one thing I do on the shows that I do, I like to leave the people with something. It could be something like spiritual aspiration or whatever. Michelle, what are you leaving the people with? What kind of thought are you leaving the people with? What you want them to know?
What do I want them to know? Why are you gonna put me on the spot like that?
I got you. Want me to go first? I can go first.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
All right. So to me, first of all, it's a blessing. It's a blessing to be able to start this new adventure with two beautiful women, two smart, intelligent women, Michelle and Yashura. This is what I wanted to do. This is when I said when I talked about not always being in that peg or that square with sports. Hey, my mom Dukes and Dad took care of me, let me know, Brainiac, all that kind of stuff. But let's dive into some things. So check what you do what you check, see what's going on, be real with yourself. If you can't be real with yourself, how can you be in a relationship with somebody that's not going to be it's not going to justify anything? So God bless everybody. It is what it is. So maintain, and we're going to keep rocking and rolling. Michelle, what you got?
Going back to being yourself, you not only do you have to be yourself, you have to love yourself.
Mm,
You have to accept yourself for who you are because if you can't, how could you love somebody else if you don't even love yourself? You
yes.
have to learn to accept yourself and love yourself before you can love somebody else. That's how I'm gonna leave it.
Hey, that's dope. That's dope. Thank you guys for watching. Appreciate you. I'm gonna go ahead and kidnap Michelle so we can do more shows and all that kind of stuff like that. Rock and roll, entanglement. God bless. We out.
Entanglement. Stay tuned.
Jeez.
Where's Sheba?
Hold on.